with what happened in Baghdad today. President Bush showed up for an unannounced farewell visit, but much like the war in Iraq itself, things didn't go exactly the way they were planned. CNN's Michael Ware is in Baghdad. I talked to him just a few minutes ago. So, Michael, you may not like President Bush's politics, but one thing you can't say for sure is that the man has great reflexes. So tell us what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Talk about reinventing duck and cover. Okay, what happened here today is during the President's surprise visit, he has a press conference this evening, local time, with the Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki. Now, then the most extraordinary scenes took place. While President Bush was talking, an Iraqi journalist for a television network here stood up and threw his shoes, first one, then the other, at President Bush, narrowly missing his head, and there we see the reflexes of the president. After this, obviously, Secret Service and others jump on this guy and drag him out, still screaming, having called President Bush a dog and saying that, you know, this is your farewell, so to speak. We then saw President Bush, maintaining his composure, actually try to turn the incident to his advantage, brushing the moment aside, and this is what he said.
So what if the guy threw a shoe at me?
But you are also here to talk about progress and to mark progress to bring it like this and the kinds of security gains that you talked about.
Right.
Do you consider this a victory lap?
No, I consider it an important step on the road toward an Iraq that can sustain itself, govern itself, and defend itself. But let me talk about the guy throwing the shoe. It is one way to gain attention. It's like going to a political rally and having people yell at you. It's like driving down the street and have people not gesturing with all 5 fingers.
So that's how President Bush tried to handle this rather delicate situation. And bear in mind that in Iraqi culture, throwing a shoe is close to the ultimate insult, normally reserved for things like the statue of Saddam Hussein. During the invasion, when it was pulled down, the Iraqis slapped it.
Right.
And we saw shoes thrown at an effigy of President Bush just a couple of weeks ago in Iraq.